Hey everyone, John here from 4Brewers, and I'm back with another 4B Quickie. And today we're drinking a beer that I literally just picked up at the gas station, the shitty Chevron station down the street from my house that has not so shitty beer. And this is a beer from Berry Republic. I don't get a lot of beer from Berry Republic. I should say I don't purchase a lot. So this looked kind of interesting. This is Hop Shovel IPA. The name comes from apparently hop farmers. They used to use canvas shovels to scoop hops. But this is a beer made with Mosaic, Meridian, and Denali hops. And yeah, I'm not sure how fresh it is. I don't think they do bottle dates, which they should. Like, they need to really get with the times and do bottle dates. Yeah, I don't see anything on the bottle. I looked on Untapped, and a couple of my friends checked into it like on the 4th of July. So if they're drinking it on the 4th, I guess it's okay for me to drink now. So let's open this up and see what it's like. All right, so this beer is surprisingly cloudy. Like, I did not expect that at all. You cannot see through it. It's hazy. I don't know if that's on purpose or if it's like a chill haze kind of thing. But maybe it's their take on a hazy-ish IPA. I don't know. I don't know anything about this beer. But yeah, it's not clear. Like, usually, I think anyway, beers from Berry Republic are filtered. I don't know. This looks like it was also bottle conditioned because there's a lot of floaties in it. So we do have some yeast particulate in there, which I didn't know they bottle conditioned either. So let's give it a whiff. Okay, so this has like a really bright citrusy nose. Smells like oranges. Smells really refreshing. No booze whatsoever on this. And this is 7.5% alcohol by volume, which is higher than I thought it was. But yeah, just a really clean citrusy nose on it. It's reminiscent of a West Coast IPA for sure. It's got the typical characteristics. The malts are kind of low and in the back end. Bright citrusy hops. Not really a lot of dankness to speak of, but just like a really bright citrusy hop aroma. Smells really good, so let's see what it tastes like. Finish is super dry, which I like. It's really hot right now, and right now the drier the finish on the beer, the better. The lower alcohol, the better, even though this is kind of near 8%. You do get a hint of the booze on the flavor, but it's nothing too overwhelming. It's kind of typical, I think, for this style of beer. It does have an ample bitterness to it. It kind of, you feel it in the middle of your tongue, and then it slowly goes over the sides of your tongue, and it lingers for a while. It's really nice. I like the bitterness on this a lot. It's a good beer. The citrus notes I got in the aroma aren't necessarily there on the flavor. This is more of just like a bitter, hoppy kind of beer. It's not juicy. This is definitely not a take on a hazy IPA. This is not. This is a standard West Coast-ish IPA, as far as I can tell. But it's really tasty, refreshing. It's really well done. That's all I can really say about it. Yeah, you do get a very slight malt characteristic on it, as far as the mouthfeel goes, and kind of like a crisp, borderline biscuity thing. I'm not going to say it's biscuity, but you do get that kind of thing from the malts on here. But it's not balanced at all with the bitterness. Like, this is a bitter beer. It's not super, super bitter, but it's definitely an IPA, and you can tell. So overall, well done. I don't buy a lot of Berry Republic beer, and that's not on purpose. I just don't seem to pick it up. And bottle dates are very, very important for me, especially on IPAs. And if you're brewing IPA, and I know you're a good IPA brewer, but you're not putting dates on your bottles, like enjoy by dates or bottle on dates, I can't trust it. For example, this same store, I went there and I was going to buy some Stone Go-To IPA in the 16-ounce cans. And the cans they had there, which this is kind of weird for Stone. They usually are pretty good about getting these out. But the cans were from March. So I guess you're right at the 4-month line. I'm not sure what the limit is on Go-To IPA. It might be 3 or 4 months, but it was it would have been really disappointing to get that beer home, open it up, and it's not as good as it would have been if it was like a month old. So, but luckily this is still pretty fresh. And like I said, I did check Untappd. People were still checking into it and enjoying it. So I thought it was a safe bet. So if you see this beer, try it. I think it's worth buying, you know, a 6-pack. Yeah, so thanks for watching another Quickie, and we'll see you next time.